You're wondering why their hug wasn't as tender, as warm, why it seemed forced. Yet the conversation was perfect. The conversation flowed so easily, but when they are about to leave, they hug you like they don't want to hug you. What's up with that, right? Well, the first reason could be because they're thinking about something. It probably has nothing to do with you, honestly, but the physical touch kind of makes them, it triggers something, you know? It can either trigger an emotion that they experienced recently. You know, maybe their last boyfriend hugged them the same way you're hugging them, you know, or maybe their last hug was from their father who passed away. So it's not necessarily that you're the problem, but it's that they're probably thinking about the same situation, a hug that they gave someone else, and they've been pretty much, in other words, scarred or conditioned to react to any hug that way. So with that, you probably should just keep an eye on how they're hugging other people. The next thing is that they're dirty, or they just don't like to be touched. That's the second reason. I mean, I know when I'm dirty or I don't smell nice, I don't want anyone trying to get close to me or hugging me because I know I don't smell so good. Or they think that you smell. I mean, hey, it sounds messed up, but that could be the reason. Or they think that you're dirty, or that they don't want to touch you for some prejudice reason. I mean, they can talk to you, but touching you is a different story. The third reason is that they don't know how to hug. I mean, they've grown up where their parents and family and friends just don't hug each other. So when it comes to hugging people, they feel a little uncomfortable because they don't know what to do. Or they don't know what's a proper hug. They don't know where to put their hands. It's like they're overthinking the hug. That could be the other reason. And that one's more known about how they place their hands. Like, do they place their hands awkwardly around your back? You know, do they move their hands? Do they, like, cut the timing of the hug? Usually people who cut the timing of the hug just don't want to touch you. But people who are willing to continue to hug you for the proper amount of time, but their hug is, like, not very warm, that's probably because they just don't know how to hug. But they're willing to try. So, the solution? Well, one, you could just keep hugging them. Don't care about what they do. Just keep hugging them. The next time you see them, hug them again. It could be, like I said, that they just are dirty and they just want to take a shower. The next time they hug you, it'll be, like, very warm and tender. But if they always give you hugs like that, then just keep hugging them. Just don't think much of it, because it's probably just the way they hug. Now, if you observe them hugging other people in other ways, then you can just do like a breaking the barrier type of thing, where you literally touch them as often as you can, but not in a manner that's very inappropriate, but like put your hand on their shoulder, give them a like nice rub in the back saying good job, hug them closer to you for longer amounts of time, make them uncomfortable so that they kind of are forced to put down their guard, that they're just forced to like just accept you, you know. Unless they say, oh, I don't like you touching me or something, then you'll know your reason. If you're touching them, you know, in those ways I've told you to touch them, and they're like, oh, you touch me too much, or they say that, then you'll know that, okay, they probably just don't want to touch you. They don't want to hug you. Then you have your answer. But, yeah, there you go. Another thing you could do is just hug them the way they're hugging you. So if they're barely holding their arms around you, then barely hold your arms around them. Or just don't hug them the next time. let them hug you.